The Alzafar Shriners invite you to the Country Glitz Gala, right here at the San Antonio Shrine Auditorium. It will be a fun-filled evening of dinner, dancing, and auctions.
John, there'll be sports memorabilia from Johnny Football, Roger Staubach, and Manu Ginobili.
That's right, Marty. And the best part is that it's all for a great cause. You'll help put smiles on the faces of children who need treatment for burns, orthopedic, and other medical care.
Yes, all net proceeds benefit the Shriners Hospital for Children, where families get health care regardless of a patient's ability to pay. Check out these stories to see how the Alzafar Shriners are making a difference in South Texas.
At all tracks, drivers worship speed. But her journey back to the track can't be measured in pace. That's because determination isn't fast and resilience isn't quick. Part of that journey is written across her back and down her body in the scars you can see and the memories you can't.
Yeah, my accident happened. Yeah, I'm left with burns and scars, but it's my dream. I'm not gonna turn down my dream for just some scars, you know. I'm not gonna give up.
Born into a family of race car drivers, Harley White's dream was simple: go fast. By grade school, she was making her first laps around the dirt tracks of Oklahoma.
She was faster than what I thought she was going to be when she first got in it. You know, I'm telling her to kind of slow down a little bit, get used to it. But no, she just jumped in it like she'd been in it forever.
At 12 years old, Harley entered her first race in her own mini sprint car at the I-44 Speedway in Oklahoma City, April 5th, 2008.
My car got up a little high and kind of skid the wall a little bit. And the next thing I know, it's over on its side. As soon as I closed my eyes, you know, blinked, it was on fire.
Oh my gosh. Turn it over! Turn it over!
I remember screaming for her to get out, them to get her out. And then I remember it being a big fire.
Oh my gosh!
With Harley trapped inside and a crew trying to extinguish the fire, her father ran to the burning car.
I'm hollering, "Get out, get out, get out." And I grab her by the hands and I try to pull her and she's like, "No, Dad, I can't, I'm stuck, I'm stuck."
I heard all the fear in his voice. That was the worst part, because my dad was doing everything he could, and he couldn't do anything else, and he thought it was the end.
She's been in there so long that I know there's nothing left. My little 12-year-old girl, she's gone. She's burned up.
Is that Donnie Ray? Yes. Is that Donnie Ray?
Yes. He's still in there because Donnie Ray just ran to pull him
Oh
out
my
with his
God!
son on.
Oh my God!
As the flames grew, Donnie Ray Crawford, another driver awaiting the night's next race, sprinted across the track. In his fireproof suit and helmet, he ran into the flames.
I was concerned that I might lose him too. I knew that whenever he went in there to get her, he wasn't going to come out without her.
Oh my God!
He knew that there was a person in there and he ran right into the middle of it. Not knowing if it was going to explode again, not knowing if he was going to come out of it, not knowing if the person inside this ball of fire was alive.
Donnie Ray recounted the episode in this 2011 interview.
I reached into the car, I grabbed the seatbelt, I was able to grab it and free her from it. I pulled her out of the car, she was still on fire, I laid on her to smother her out.
I don't remember seeing how he got me out or seeing. All I remember is I was in the car, I gave up, that was it. And then I kind of opened my eyes and I'm laying on the ground. That's all I remember.
Harley was rushed to a hospital in Oklahoma City and then airlifted to Shriners Children's Hospital in Galveston, Texas, in critical condition. Third and fourth degree burns covered 45% of her body.
When I first walked in the room, Harley was laying on her belly, and it was horrific. She's burned down to the bone.
How would you describe the pain you were in? Be honest.
Like scale from 1 to 10, I would say like 1,000,000.
Harley spent 21 days in ICU, endured multiple skin graft surgeries, and began 6 months of grueling therapy, learning to walk and move again. But from the first moments of her recovery, her goal was clear.
I said, there's no possible way that you're ever going to race again. She says, yes, I can. She says, I'll get better. I'll get my arm to moving. I'll get my neck fixed, and I will get better, and I will race again.
I told them that racing is what I wanted to do, and that if they don't let me race, I should have died in that one, and because I don't want to do anything else but race.
She goes, if you don't let me race again, I'm dead anyway. That's her exact words. And I thought, she's right.
Charlie and Michelle relented. They got her a car and a custom seat and a special fire suit. Exactly 1 year after her accident, Harley returned to racing at the same track in the same race. From that day forward, the burns and scars across her skin have been plain to see. At homecoming, playing basketball, as a cheerleader. At the track, they're proof of her passion and her resolve.
I knew that if I didn't race, I was going to be a kid that went in their room and did nothing all day long. Whenever I wanted to do something, I get it done, you know? I'm not gonna let anybody stop me.
As for the man who saved her life, it'd be 6 months after the accident, October 2008, before Harley and Donnie Ray finally met at a race in Tulsa.
She was with her mom, and I was with my mom, and it was a pretty emotional deal. Both moms started busting out crying.
Being 13 years old, I didn't know what to say to him. What do you say to somebody that saved your life?
Donnie Ray became a mentor and remained a hero to Harley, before tragedy again altered both of their lives. On the morning of January 14, 2012, Donnie Ray was at home with his parents, preparing to go to the racetrack, when gunfire pierced the house.
I just heard a shot. And simultaneously, he turned a little bit. And that's when I got the first glimpse of my father.
Donnie Ray was shot twice by Daniel Garcia, his grandfather, who had a history of violence and mental illness.
I started screaming, no, no. It can't be. I can't lose my son.
Donnie Ray Crawford was 24 years old.
Donnie Ray's death, that's the one we question more than Harley. That one's probably been harder on my family than Harley's accident, and probably harder on Harley than her own accident.
It hit me so hard because he is my hero and he did save my life. And then, you know, I began to think, he saved mine, but yet he's gone, you know? Like, that's not how it works.
If there could never be answers, there would still be races. Harley continued, but with even greater purpose. As always, fueled by her determination, but now driven by his memory.
I want to be an example for me and him both, and to win, and to live my dream and to race.
This year she enters a new season, to suit up to step in, to drive on through a fire that forged her dream and carries his legacy.
We have to look at her as our miracle. We have to look at her that she is part of Donnie Ray, and that whatever she does with her life, be it in racing or whatever, she has a purpose here.
I try to honor him by doing the best that I can do. The more races that I win, the more I feel like I'm making him happy.